Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another painting stream. Um, I'm actually really liking this, so might do this instead of the paint hours. Anyways, um, plus the minis. There. Okay, so this is the same brass dragon that I'd gotten the bottom base coat done for, so I can get it mounted on right away. We're gonna be doing that. I'm going to be doing this. I think this one is a copper dragon. Luckily, got my monster manual ready. Okay. Displacer beast. Shadow dragons. There we go. Okay. Regular dragons. And I will also be doing black dragon. And if there's enough time, I will finish up the gold dragon that I started. Do have a few ideas for that. Anyways, I still haven't figured out how to put on the red dragon onto his stand. I will fight with that later on today. Alright, so it looks like his underscales are. I don't know how to describe the color, but it's not quite yellow, but it's also not quite copper. It's like somewhere in between. So I'm thinking I'll do a rust for that one. Rust base coat, then maybe I don't know. So yeah, rust base coat. I'm leaning towards a sepia wash for what it's done being painted. Maybe a dry brush of polished gold. Maybe? Oh. I have a bronze dragon painted up. Yeah, I think this one's a copper dragon. Brow plates jutting over its eyes, extending back to long horns that grow as a series of overlapping segments. Yeah, this one's a copper dragon. As you can see the plates over the eyes extending into horns. Okay, then I will also do a silver dragon. I have another young silver dragon. I want to do some experiments with that. Yeah, okay, so this is a copper dragon. Young copper dragon. Tell it's the same sculpt. Okay, so do brass one first. I think it was brass. It's Merilith, already have painted. Oh no, it was bronze. Yeah, it was bronze. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Brass, I think. Yeah. That one's bronze. Okay, so this one here is brass. Alright. I think. Yeah, okay, this one's a bronze one. Okay. So. I think I have a bronze color. Alright. Time for some background noise. This is going to be Prologue of the Tides of Wildmount. It's a Realm Smith D&D session. And it has Matthew Mercer, Dungeon Master of Critical Role. So this is more than likely a session 0. Okay. First, I'm going to finish this off, actually, because this one's almost done and I need it for my next session.
Number one reason we're doing this today is for GaryCon 12, that is virtual GaryCon. It has been a pleasure. We were all supposed to be there live at the show right now. So this is our way to make sure that it continues.
And in the picture,
we give back to Luke,
showed like some yellow figures
and that we
in the
continue to
wings.
celebrate Gary. I had
So to do that, I'm using angelic yellow.
At one point, but it is Hawaiian shirt day. So for all of those of you that are home and have a Hawaiian shirt, feel free to put it on, tie it around your head, whatever you do to celebrate with us a little bit of GaryCon action and excitement. Today, we are playing the prologue to our Tides of Wildmount campaign that will be launching April 6th next week. And I've asked a bunch of our friends to join us. We are live on the D&D Twitch, on the GaryCon Twitch, and on the Realmsmith Twitch. Definitely make sure that you follow and then subscribe as well to those channels to help everyone out a little bit and spread the love and all of that fun stuff. I want to thank our sponsors, Sirenscape, which is our main title sponsor. We actually got Sirenscape working for this stream. Woo! Last stream it wasn't working. We were able to get it working in the
that was really nice.
I want to thank Ben and Steve and all those guys.
You can just see the yellow fade to gold. Looks really cool.
Powered by Black Magic Design, of course, which have been a great partner of ours, Elderwood Academy, and also Mythroll Armories, which has a Kickstarter going on right now that you can check out at mythrollarmories.com. That's MYTHROLL, and they make these awesome, cool dice spinners that Joel is using. And his camera's on, so you can hear it yet. But yeah, so check that out. Awesome Kickstarter, and it's like 600% funded or something crazy like that. So congratulations on that. All those guys. Just a little fun.
October in Minnesota. I am representing my local game store, Ultimate Gaming. Dave, give me a shout out. Put this on Facebook.
Obviously, canceling of all the shows that are happening have affected a lot of people.
I don't know what that was.
Realmsmith was a platinum sponsor this year. We were supposed to have a booth there this year. And Luke also.
I'm gonna try and figure out what I should do for base coat for you.
But a way to support GaryCon is to head to the GaryCon page and then hit the bazaar up for some awesome GaryCon merch you can get there.
Cups, there we go,
and all that kind of stuff. We also have some Realmsmith merch. That's a great way to support us as well. Apparently, Joel is stuck in some sort of storm. I'm a little concerned for his safety currently. You guys are having a lot of fun with those graphic backgrounds. It's hilarious. But you can check out our merch under the panel that I'm currently
so I'm gonna do
if you're on the
a rust.
Twitch, you can do that to help us
Maybe
out.
like just do a whole rust undercoat.
People's wonderful things. There are so many peoples around the screen. We'll do a quick just intro of who's playing, not character intros, and then just talk about if you were going to be at GaryCon. Just tell us what you were going to be doing in there. This is an opportunity to talk about beetle engravings and those other things. And then, real quick, we'll drop names, see what Gary Con means to you, what this means to you, and then we'll jump in. I think that is all the announcements. We did a great Curse of Strahd episode, part 1 of our campaign. This morning was the finale this season, and then we're doing part 2 after this. Both Matts joining us, as well as Nora, for an awesome session, and we will be doing part 2 an hour after this one is done. It was epic and amazing, and we want to thank everyone for doing that. You can also check out our adventure boxes at realmsmith.tv. It's basically a monthly adventure box that is sent to your home with everything you need to run an adventure.
I hope I get the camera down.
There
we go.
$25 off. It's a Gary Con exclusive by using the promo code GaryCon12, GaryConX11 or LL or whatever that is. LL, I guess, yeah. Anyways, that's it for me for announcements. Wanted to make sure we got through that real quick. Let's do intro, starting with B Dave and going around that way.
Hello, B Dave Walters, purveyor of tales and stories. You can find me anywhere someone will turn on a camera and let me say words. I am the writer and co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons: A Dark and Wish, and the DM of the Dungeons and Dragons: A Dark and Wish stream that airs Thursday nights at 5 on twitch.tv/D. Also, I just go wherever anyone named Matthew asked me to be at.
Thanks for the ad.
Nora?
Sorry, I didn't know what direction we were until I looked at that screen over there.
You're just you're getting spacey.
Hello.
You're
I'm in character. Hello, I'm Nora Ibrahim. I'm usually at these cons playing lots of D&D or other TTRPGs. Currently, you can find me, we just did our season finale of LA by Night on twitch.tv/World of Darkness, which I co-star with B. Dave Walters right here, and we just did our season finale last week, but we still have 4 or is it 5 epilogues? B. Dave, 4 epilogues.
4, mine aired last night.
Yes, so we've got 4 epilogues to go, so tune in Fridays at 8.
Hi, I'm Matthew Mercer. I am the Dungeon Master for Coral, for a bunch of various voice actors around for Dungeons and Dragons. And I this is just a weird thing that this world of Wildmount that we're playing in today is one that I created, and with the help of James, who's also part of this stream today. So super excited to be able to play in my own world. It's kind of wild. So thank you for having me. Hi everyone, my name is Luke Gygax. I'm the head of GaryCon. So I want to thank all of you for watching, everybody who's here playing and making virtual GaryCon happen. Obviously, GaryCon is something important to my family and I, where we come together as a family to remember my father on a personal level, and then we've been very fortunate to be able to share that with the world, because he impacted so many lives and gave us this wonderful format of role-playing, tabletop role-playing games to make all these friends and have all these good times. So it was really wonderful, and to see everyone come together and make virtual GaryCon happen, I think it was needed.
Okay, that's not me.
Especially now, so many people are facing hardships with
Who'll be messaging me at
the coronavirus.
4:36 in the morning?
Suffering, not only health-wise, but out of work stress and these sorts of things. So here's the time when we can all come together as a community, enjoy each other's company, have some fun, and really just do what we do around the table, but we're just doing it virtually this time. So again, thank you all for coming, and go get some GaryCon swag for our stores.
For those that don't know, Gary Gygax is one of the co-founders of Dungeons. Is one of the founders of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, my name's Matthew Lillard. I'm one of the 5 creators of Pilgrims. We're 5 grown-ass men who are having a midlife crisis and started a Dungeons and Dragons company. Every single day we question that decision, but yet here we are 2 years later and still making kick-ass things. I want to say personally, we were going to show up this year to GaryCon for the first time. I was invited as a guest, and personally, having spent my entire life playing this game, it's an honor to be here with you today, Luke, to support you guys virtually. It's a game that has given me and my friends the best times of our lives, and have literally sat around and would rather play your father's game than do just about anything. So it's an honor to be here today and to support you and to support the con. And we look forward to defeating this virus and coming back next year and having a kick-ass time celebrating your dad's legacy and the game with you.
Yeah, I absolutely want to see everybody in person at Lucky GaryCon 13. That's what I'm calling it from now on, because 12 was rough, guys. So let's get together in 2021 and do this face to face. I look forward to it. Thank you, man.
For sure.
Hey, I'm James Hake. I'm the lead writer of D&D Beyond and one of the co-authors of Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. I wrote the adventure, Tide of Retribution, which this stream is a prologue to. So it's very strange and surreal and wild to see other people playing characters that I thought would be NPCs in a DM's pocket. And it's just cool to see what all of y'all will do with these characters who I wrote, 2 or 3 sentences about. I have never been to GaryCon before. I haven't been able to make it all the way out there, so it's very odd but cool to be there for the very first time, for the very first virtual GaryCon. It'll be cool to go there in person sometime. Luke and all of you, thanks so much for putting this whole thing on.
Hi, I'm Brandon Perkins, and I am a writer, or I guess the writer for Realmsmith's modules there and our boxes. And I've also done some DMing on Realmsmith's D&D channel as well, YouTube channel. And this is my first GaryCon, and I'm really excited to get to be a part of this. It's a deep honor. And it's been awesome getting to meet everybody here, and I can't wait to see how this game goes.
Morning Star Farms.
Jesus, I can't go 5 minutes without an ad.
Hey guys, I'm Joel Auger, and I'm one of the co-owners of Realmsmith, as well as a middle-aged man trying to find his way through his adult childhood. Through Dungeons and Dragons. And I just want to say, yes, we were going to be sponsors for GaryCon this year, and it was an amazing event last year for us as a company. It's an awesome experience for us this year at virtual GaryCon, but I cannot wait to go next year in person. And I just so appreciate playing Dungeons and Dragons with friends, and so, yeah, I'm excited about this session. So excited. Let's do it. Awesome.
Jeez.
And I am Jason, your DM for this evening.
God, I love allergy season.
Of Realmsmith. And without getting too misty, this is super special for me. GaryCon last year was the first time I met Matt and Luke and Nora up front and close and personal. For the first time, we got a chance to kind of hang out and chill. And
okay, something's going on with my
the reason I
allergies.
started DMing was because Critical Role bumped back to D&D. And so this is a little surreal and a little crazy. And so much fun. We had a rough year last year. One of our players took his life last April, so it's almost a year to that day.
Okay.
And so, without getting too emotional here, we're doing him honor, and I'm super, super proud. I didn't mean to do this. Super proud to be here and to be supported by you guys, and to have gotten here with these people around us and be DMing is insanity for me. And so, thank you guys so much for that, and can't say enough how much that means to me. So, thank you. My character immediately starts crying. Yeah, well, you guys are already crying. But no, honestly, yeah, thank you for making my D&D dreams come true. This is
Okay, I think I'm done.
ready?
That was the last one.
All right, let's get all pirate.
Okay.
All right, in a second, just give me a minute here while I wipe my pirate tears. All right, here we go. The warm midday air energizes your senses. The familiar scent of salt water and damp decking. relentless waves. You find yourselves gathered on the main deck of the Wave Chaser. A larger caravel of sturdy build captained by a female tabaxi named 3 Earrings, a low-ranking revelry pirate that prefers subterfuge and deception over blatant piracy. The ship set out from Port Zune a day and a half ago and is on course due northwest along the Adrian coast. The captain has called a meeting to discuss the task ahead, and you take a moment before she speaks to look around you at your fellow crewmates. We can get a shot of the deck there for those of you watching at home. And now, real quick, we can just have the cast describe your character. You are all currently on the deck together, listening to your captain give her briefing. We'll start with Joel this time, and we'll go counterclockwise.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, you're not. Get out of here. You're not even here yet.
Yep, I'm out of here.
Brandon, let's start with you.
Okay. I am a tabaxi with white fur and black spots, and I happen to be blind, and incredibly capable. And I am the ship's cook, and I'm also the brother of the captain.
So ashamed to overpay for this used car, I've decided to go undercover. Guess I picked the wrong.
I am playing Heidi Axbeard, the first mate of the Wave Chaser. I'm a cleric of the storms of the seas and are wild and unruly around the edges of the menageries in the island of Darktown.
My name is Bosun Forward. I'm a huge human. You never see me without my spear, but I'm on the ship. I'm proud to be with this group of brothers pirates. Not piratry. Glad to be with this group of seafaring good peeps.
A really quick step at your service. I'm a halfling entertainer. I do juggling, prestidigitation, tumbling acts, and I play the flute. Here at your service, I'm just working aboard the ship. Getting my hands.
Hello there, I am Delio Denerons. I am, I think, the newest member of the ship, but I'm a somewhat aqua-skinned sea elf who is young, impetuous, came up through the rough side of Fortune, but is excited to strike out and make my fortune on the seas, hopefully as part of the Wave Chaser.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dedra Call. I am a half-orc druid. I look very menacing, but I'm
That's
very
a
kind,
unique
at
take.
least to my animal friends. I'm here to make sure that the ship stays sanitary and that everybody stays 6 feet apart from each other at all times.
Half-orc druid.
I am
That's
called
really
Keshori.
interesting.
I am the quartermaster of the ship. I plot the navigational course. I make sure we do not get lost. And do not let my masculine physique fool you. I am more of a lover than a fighter. And everywhere I go, I find friends.
So you're basically me, Dave.
Yes.
So it begins.
I didn't make it like this. James Hick did.
They say act what you know.
You guys are also joined by 5 crew aboard the Wave Chaser. They're commoners who have taken up helping to sail the ship, as well as a guest by the name of Zilna Omerin. She's a female paladin elf with the kind demeanor who is traveling to your eventual destination of Palmaflora to start a new life. She boarded the ship in Port Zune along with Dilyu and with Verle as well, the halfling. As you guys kind of look amongst yourselves, she begins her briefing. She says, hello, everybody. It is time to kind of let you know what we will be doing across the Lucidian Ocean this day. As you know, we are headed to Palmaflora. It's a beautiful vacation spot. And we are going to rendezvous with a Marquesian vessel training spies called Fusaka off the coast of the Twin Word Isles.
ask people to describe the Whopper.
Really?
Plain grilled patty.
Pickles, tomatoes, onion.
Go away.
It is going to be a bit of a perilous journey because we are meeting them amongst the Mother Society Reef. It is dangerous terrain, but I know that you will all not let me down. As you know, the waters among the reef are rough, so your crew, including all of you, must be at their best. From there, we will sail to Palma, Florida, for some much-needed shore leave, and to retrieve an item that I have been looking very, very, very forward to getting my hands on. Any questions?
Aye, Captain. Do you think we'll be encountering anything unpleasant on this journey?
Apart from Borth. And she kind of looks at Borth and kind of winks at you. She says, apart from Borth, I don't imagine that you never know as it is. The menagerie for Ghost is a menagerie of certain things. Sometimes craziness, sometimes wonderfulness. We will see as we go. But of course, I know and I trust that you will be at your best.
I've had many wonderful menageries in my time, that's why I'm enjoying this short leave.
Then I shall prepare for anything. And Heidi Xbeard goes off and starts rummaging around in the hold for all sorts of things just to be prepared for any eventuality.
Okay, good. And being the first mate, that is a great thing for you to do. That is awesome. At this, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Delusions for them. Captain, just out of curiosity, are we being paid before we start the show?
Yes, but of course, once we reach Palma, Florida, you will absolutely get paid. And thank you for joining us. We haven't had much of a time to discuss or chat in the last 2 days. And I just appreciate you aboard our ship.
Of course, that would be very helpful. And I believe I am, and I point over towards Boris and be like, I am to report to you, correct?
Yes. Indeed. Not only are you to report, but you're to follow my orders. Is that correct, Captain?
Yes.
The little green one. He's under my watch. Yes or no?
Yes, that is correct.
Well,
Be kind.
you have work in front of you.
Be gentle.
Oh, I can take it.
Replacing Enbridge's Line 3 will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. It's a $2.6 billion.
Any other questions before we move on? All right. With that, prepare for the quest and the destination of the 21 Isles, where we will rendezvous with the ship. Okay? To your stations. Shall we go? At this time, guys, whatever you want to do in preparation for your journey, you can do that now. If there's anything aboard the ship you'd like to do as you kind of travel, it's about a 2-day travel or so to Palma, Florida. So it's about half a day to the Twin Isles from where you are right now, given good wind and good weather.
It should have been 3 days, but I have plotted quite a nice course to shave some time off, huh?
Very good, Kazoy. I know. I knew I could trust you.
I'd like to pull Dilliard aside and say to him, as we're traveling together, I think it's important that I understand what it is you bring to the ship. What can I count on you for?
Of course, boss. I'm a very eager worker. I'm nimble with my fingers. I can dart about to whatever particular things you require of me, but my main specialty comes with handling things, how do I say, unseen and with rapid pace. So when it comes to repairs, I am very dexterous and able to handle whatever elements of the boat need to be taken care of.
Right. And if we're put upon by wicked things from the sea, will you watch my back or will you be in front of me?
Well, I will be watching watching your back from a distance or behind something, so nothing comes after me.
Right. And as soon as I fall, you'd be the first to pick my pockets. Is that what I understand?
No. I would be probably the third based on the look of this crew.
Okay. Well, as we travel, make no mistake, I expect of you work and hard work.
Of course.
You'll check in with me morning, noon, and night as to what you can do to work upon the ship. Is that understood?
That is very understood. Both. What would you like me to do right now?
Great. You see that deck? Swab it. Clean. Twice. Enough.
Not part of my job description, but it'll be done.
I go off and start swabbing the deck. I was going to volunteer to help my friend kill you with things, but I'm seeing before I'm going to use some of my stealth skill to kind of back behind some boxes and things and make myself very, very quiet and observed in a physical labor class.
Give me a stealth check to see how well you moonwalk kind of out of the scene.
Oh, yes, I did very well. 30, 20.
Yeah, you disappear. Where do you want to hang out? Basically, there's the rowboat on deck. You can also kind of head under deck if you want to, below deck.
I'll slip under below decks and maybe go see the cook. That seems like somebody that I should probably be around Snow.
Okay. Snow is currently on the deck, actually, as you kind of look around and you wonder. He's one of the he was one of the crew members that was on the deck at the time. But as you kind of start to look around, the captain says, I would like to speak to the officers, please. If we could meet in my chamber, that would be wonderful, please. And of course, the officers being the quartermaster, the first mate, and the bosun. And then she gives the rest of you leave.
I never turned down an invitation to someone's private quarters.
Yeah, it's okay. I think I have some animals to check on and survey.
That's the right color.
You guys all have to
Yeah, I'm definitely going to see what I can rustle up for.
Yeah.
Surrounding
A bit more blue than I would like, but that can easily be fixed. Oh, let's do the driver's yellow line there.
Yeah, you imagine that after she kind of speaks to you guys, that might be something that is possible. All right, so you guys head under deck, the officers do, and you stand within her quarters. She's got a modest kind of room. Just outside, though, is a kind of conference table, small conference table with 6 different chairs, and that is typically where the officers meet and
Okay,
courses
that's
and
better.
discuss matters of the ship. You guys sit down at the table, and she looks across the table and she says, first of all, as we all know, there are new members aboard our ship, including our guests that do not know.
Okay, so it has to be damp first. So,
We need to keep that the way that it is. We need to keep that under our hands. Do you understand?
Understood. I'm not sure why we're hiding
two sprays should do it.
who we are from. By virtue of the fact they travel with us, doesn't that include them on our journey?
I agree with Boris. They seem like nice, very trustworthy people. I believe if we tell them that we are all scoundrels, perhaps they would adapt to our way of doing things.
There's only one problem with that idea. They're nice, trustworthy people.
I don't know about that dude. Spend any time with him? Shady. Indeed.
He strikes me as a sweet young boy. A bit too sweet for the piratical life, if you ask me.
Nothing of that.
I don't know what you mean. I'm sure that all of them are exactly what they appear to be.
The Clovis has long fingers that reach far. We have to watch our appearances. And having those on board that do not know the truth, then they don't have to lie. They can just be truthful about what they believe happens on this ship and what our dealings are. So in that case, it's easier for us to be able to act the way that we are
some fun, huh? Bort, maybe you come up with a small secret you give to this Delio, and then we see if he keeps the secret or if he tells. Then if you hear the secret being bantered about the ship, you know he leaks like a bad wineskin, and
Not about it, Captain. I ask you permission to do such a thing.
That is very sneaky, sir. I say yes. I say that is, I don't mind that.
And I shall start the rumor about you, sir.
Very good. When we will rendezvous with this Marquesian ship,
Okay.
we are to
We'll see how well that holds up.
some gold.
Hopefully it'll sit well.
We are getting it at a very, very good price. We are not asking any questions of where it came. The exchange will be made by mending the rowboat and rowing over to the other ship.
That's the
You will
top
go
of the
into the
dragon
hold, you will
done.
be given the crates of spice,
I
and it will be taken
need
back to
another
the
guy.
wave chaser.
More metallic dragons. I have gold,
What I will tell you
copper,
is that I want
silver.
you to dig deep, a little deeper than you imagine. The day would like it to what you are down there.
Wait.
I want you to look
I think this one's copper.
valuables, of
That one's
course.
brass.
Things that we can potentially resell.
No,
Things
that,
we
I
can
just
add to
did
our
brass.
ship's hold that will help us along our way. If you can pocket things without being
Okay,
found out.
this is
perhaps
a
that's
bronze
good
one.
idea.
Alright,
But
so
more information for later in case this ship comes back. We know what they have. We know the layout and all of these
I'll
sorts of
do
things.
a yellow
I
base
have
coat
a question.
on the main body.
Crew,
Then maybe a
the crew, do we want to get
pale
only cargo and
blue
contraband?
base coat
Or
for the underwings,
plus
for
midgets
the
on the
underscales
table
and
as
the underneath the wings.
Now, I think we want to play this safe. We want to play this easy. This is the main sheet that comes from our tent every 6 to 8 months. So we don't want to cut off our line of supply potentially too early.
Understood.
if something shiny were to become misplaced, who
Then
can say?
nobody's going to cry about it, right? Okay. Thank you for your time. Any questions as we move forward?
When possible, I'd like to consult with Heidi about the weather. I believe I have accounted for everything, but there is a wind blowing that concerns me.
And I shall speak to the gods of the storm. Yes, let us talk about this later.
Very good. Very good. I would like you, Dave, as you start as you leave, you start your process of charting a course and such, to make a wisdom survival check.
That is 15.
Okay. You think it's pretty straightforward. You guys have sailed this route very, very often, many, many times. There's nothing new there. And you think that it'll be a fairly seamless trip. You're a little concerned about the reef. It is perilous. Typically, you circle around it, but there is obviously a reason why you're rendezvousing at the reef, because
I
typically avoid it.
Correction, Heidi. I am certain I have plotted the correct course, and the seas will be smooth and the wind will be favorable.
Kijori, I would never doubt you.
All right. Do any of the other officers want to do anything in preparation for the trip, real quick?
I'll pull the captain aside.
Yeah.
And I'll say, when you give someone like Kajori the opportunity to steal even little pieces, you will put the entire mission in jeopardy. Are you sure that that is what we should be doing? If you put him below ship and you give him a moment to search, he will take. Who knows what he'll take? I really, Captain, you know me, I will follow you to the very depths of death itself. Sometimes you trust Kajori way more than I do.
Give me a persuasion check.
He'd be the first to walk my plank, not crit. Thank you very much.
That is noted, Borth. Perhaps Borth is right. Perhaps I would say we played safe, Kajori. This is a first encounter with this ship. Play safe, we be good, we mind ourselves, and we get to where we need to go safely.
And the only thing Kajori will steal is hearts.
I give that permission. You stole mine many moons ago.
Oh my gosh. It's the captain. I will leave you alone.
I love it.
Have another open each day.
No, Boris, stay. No, stay.
No, I remember that full moon last week. No. And I'll remove myself and give them all the privacy they should ever possibly have.
All right, so you guys all go up amongst your business, kind of preparing for the trip. As the officers are leaving, Snow, you were just outside the door. As you know, you have the captain's ear. As being her trusted brother, you have grown up together, accomplished many cons and many heists together over the years. As she's kind of rustling through her maps, you enter her chamber.
Please, my sister. It is good to speak with you today. I have been keeping my ears open around Dilio, as you had asked. Nothing to report. He seems on the level. However, I have concerns about what we are doing here. I've spoken with you before about certain matters, but it's always one more thing and then another thing and then another, and it continues on this way. This object we are seeking now, is this truly the last?
Oh, my dear Snow. You know how I feel. You know where my heart is. You know that we were thrust into this life, and this is the life we have made. You have always been one that has been pulled in so many directions. I will take it on good counsel. You know I respect you. You know I trust you. This item is something I have longed for some time. You know this. Let us get to Palmer. Let us do what we need to do. Let us ignore the dogs. Let us talk about it later.
Sister, you know more than anyone what I have done to help you to get where you are. You know more than anyone. It has taken its toll. I have done dark things, and I don't want to do them anymore. This has to be the end, sister.
Brother, please, breathe. You see more than most do. She puts a hand on your shoulder and she says, allow us to please do what we need to do here.
So we have done enough. We could retire in Marquette. Let us do that. Leave this life.
Listen, promise me, in Palma, Florida, we will dig our feet into the sand. We will enjoy some drinks, and we will discuss these.
Yes.
But right now, there is much to be done.
Yes, my sister. I will go.
Continue to keep your eye on the new ones, yes?
I will keep an ear sharp.
Thank you. Okay. You guys start on your journey. You sail for a number of hours. I would like Heidi to make a perception check, please, as you pilot the ship.
I can make a perception check. 14 plus 5, that would be a 19.
That is
Like
very good.
that.
You actually, as you're moving through, you start to
Just when I
see
had it somewhere here.
approaching something that appears to be debris in the water ahead of you.
Weird.
There's a fair amount of it, more than would typically kind of
Okay.
be
There.
this far from shore, and it piques your interest. There's some barrels, some boxes, and some slabs and planks of wood that are
I was
kind
looking
of
for something.
covering. I'd say like a 50-foot kind of area ahead of you in the water.
Coming at, is it like in our path? Because if it is,
because I don't see the base
Sure
anymore.
be going around that mass.
Debris ho!
Oh,
Someone up in the crow's nest.
I'm going crazy.
Get some eyes on that. Let us know if it's valuable salvage or junk that we should avoid.
You, go take the crow's nest, boy.
Of course, boss. Go ahead and climb up the crow's nest like any good carpenter should do. In an attempt to get a view of the waters around us.
That's good. So you you imagine actually that this isn't a danger. It is just scattered debris, small enough that the ship would just kind of pass through. And as you pull up aside, kind of this as you start to pull up aside, you climb up to the crow's nest. Shout out to WizKids for the Falling Star. This is the unpainted version that I painted a couple weeks in a row on our painting channel, actually. And you, with the higher vantage, give me a perception check, please.
Ooh, 19 puts us at 22.
22. With a 22, you see, again, a number of planks. You imagine with a 22 that these are actually remnants of a ship. Probably went down recently. And sprawled across a section of the hull, you imagine, with just some planks, is a small figure, smaller than human-sized, and is draped currently across this piece of debris that is floating in the ocean.
Okay, I immediately shout down. Oh, sir, there is riffraff in the water. Not suggested from some sort of a ship collision, but there may be a survivor. I kind of point in the direction.
Captain, are we sure that we can take on any survivors? We've already got a lot of people who are trying to keep secrets from now. Every person we add to the ship's crew just increases the risk of us being found out.
Do I hear that, Jason? Do I hear him say that?
Give me a perception check on that as you're kind of on the other side.
15.
With a 15, you hear that. You barely hear it.
I'll say to the first. I'll say to the first mate. I don't care how many people we have on the ship. We don't leave somebody in the water to drown. Perhaps you'd like to trade places with him. Captain, do the riffraff.
Oh,
Yes.
Boris, you can take that man on board, but if he finds out about us, you'll be making him walk the plank anyway. Would you rather have his blood on your hands?
I would rather not have his ghost haunt me the rest of my days.
So we just...
All the sails! She yells out. And she starts to kind of bring... She commands everyone to kind of start to bring the ship a little slower alongside this scattered debris.
And I'll start preparing like a ladder, the rope ladder to go down and over.
I would like to find the Jarkal, the healer.
Okay. She's currently on the bow of the ship, kind of overlooking. Everyone's kind of come out to see what this is, and all of the yelling is.
I believe it is time for you to show us what it is you are capable of, friend healer.
Jory, do you know any of who's out there or what's happened to their ship?
I know what you know. I calculated a brilliant course that apparently less skilled sailors did not navigate effectively, and now there is someone clinging for their life to a bit of something down there.
Well, are you bringing them in?
It seems Bort had very strong feelings on the matter. I myself am sure they will be a welcome addition to the crew. They will have a lovely story of how they came to be on the water, I think.
Well, they must be hurt if they're still out in the water, so let me tend to them.
Okay. All right, so you go to the side of the ship here, Jarkal, and the Pallid Elf also kind of comes out from under the deck and kind of is curious and is looking, keeping distance. And she kind of keeps to herself. She keeps quite quiet. She's kind of just looking over at what's going on. Who is trying to retrieve this person? You said Borth is, correct? And so you climb down the ladder. You're kind of hanging on the side of the ladder on the ship here, which you should go in here. And you kind of you attempt one of these kind of like one-armed sort of sort of grabs for it as it is just on the edge. And does anybody want to help him?
I'm not much hope, but during this lead of this motion, I would like to take the chance to scramble up to the crow's nest and have a nice short bow ready just in case anything comes out of the water besides this stranded person.
Okay, so you climb up the rigging, no problem, and you're up on the crow's nest on the other mast opposite of where Delia is. You can give me a perception check as well.
I am not perceiving anything. The sun's right in my eyes. I roll with one.
Okay. You actually, as you kind of go in there, you do catch a gaze of sun. I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Well, fortunately, I don't know if it's that fortunate. I got an 11.
All right. You actually, because you're a little disoriented, you're just getting your sea legs under you, and you managed to grab onto the mast at the last minute, but it's one of those, like, foot slipped off the side, and you're like, oh, that was close.
All right, I'll roll into the crow's nest and catch my breath before I pop up with my short bow.
Okay. All right. I'd like Borth, you to make a strength athletics check, please, to try and scoop up this.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. With a dirty 20, you have no problem kind of grabbing this creature, and as you get really close to it, you notice that it is covered in black feathers.
Black feathers? Like
yes.
as if it's a feathered creature, or
yes.
hard?
No, okay. No, like it's a feathered creature, and it has a beak on its face. It looks a lot like a raven or a crow, but in a humanoid form.
Kenku. Awesome.
There's cable news Washington, and then there's the Washington that I went to work in, where Republicans and Democrats are trying to solve problems. Most issues aren't Democratic issues or Republican issues. They're issues that affect people's lives. People expect you to listen, and they expect you to try.
I rolled a 19, so was that a wisdom dice or intelligence? That is 21.
Yeah, with a 21. You've heard of Kenku before. If you imagine this is actually what that is.
Copy that. Okay. I mean, that doesn't change the way I feel about rescuing this creature from the depths. So I'll reach down and try to scoop up its winged or her winged arm.
Yeah. Good. Okay. And you with that strength athletics score, you have no problem with that. Joel, if you could introduce what your character looks like. This Kenku seems quite exhausted and is worse for wear given his current circumstance. And if you can give a bit of a description there, Joel.
Yes, so I'm about 4 feet, 3 inches tall. Looks like I weigh approximately 80 pounds. Long beak, cloaked, but with a leather belt, and kind of a tunic more than a long cloak, right? Kind of goes down to just above my knees, so it's at my thighs. On my back is a backpack and the smallest you've ever seen, piccolo lute. It's hanging there, and I'm clutching it at this point. It seems to be the thing that I care the most about in life is this loot. So that's what you see.
All right. And you scoop up this little creature in your arms, forth in one arm. You strong arm it, and you basically just football carry it up the ladder onto the deck.
I'm gonna make sure I grab that loot to make sure it doesn't fall in the ocean.
Yeah.
As he tries to touch the loot with whatever life I still have in my body, I clutch it closer so he can't grab it.
Oh, this is a copper dragon, not a brass dragon. Okay, so looks like the underbelly is still the same shade, but I need to make them copper, not yellow. So let's do some rust.
On second thought, I drop it into the ocean. And you know how I want to travel with this creature. I take everything back. Take me to his locker.
I thought you had a sweet bone in your body, but I guess I was wrong.
The Jarkle, as this Keiku is brought up, I'd like you to make a medicine check, please.
Actually, yeah.
17.
All right, with a 17, dehydration has set in. This creature has been hours in the water, if not close to, days potentially. Quite emaciated.
Perfect.
Definitely dehydrated, and not necessarily injured, just really exhausted.
I need everybody clear the space, clear space, give us some room, please. I need somebody to fetch some water, somebody else to fetch some food, and somebody please bring some blankets.
I'll be on blankets.
There's a fog out there. It wants to wrap itself around you. Make you forget who you are. You've got to find your way through.
Anybody else?
Don't just get blankets, get all three.
I cannot hear you from the top of the crow's nests. Perhaps you need my help. And I climbed out.
We need water, food, and blankets, please.
I'll get food, I suppose.
The paladin yells out and said, the paladin elf in the back says, I can get some blankets if you like.
Perfect. Just hurry up.
And she kind of rushes down, and everybody kind of rushes. A couple moments pass. You gather what you need to make sure that it's okay. I'd like you to make what would you like to do at this point? You're kind of trying to help it.
Yeah, I'm just saying to the Kenku, can you hear me? Can you understand what I'm saying? Is that...
Yes. Yes.
Are you hurt anywhere? What's your name?
I pull out as I'm clutching the loot. I just have enough strength to do a couple little notes. Help! I need somebody. Help! I just need somebody. Help! I need someone. Help! And then I retreat a little bit.
Introducing the first cover band, Keiku.
That was beautiful, but I don't know if this is or ever is the time to do something like that. Are you injured?
Help.
Okay, so checking him out.
Are you injured?
Yeah. With that medicine check, it seems as though it's hurt its ankle in the midst of getting and escaping it. It wouldn't take a lot to mend it, but more than anything, it just needs rest.
Okay. So, looking into my kit, I'm just going to tend to his ankle before sending him into a room or finding order for him.
Okay. Are you healing his ankle, or are you just medicining him?
Medicine.
Okay. So, just give me one more medicine check on that. BD?
While all this is happening, I would like to sleight of hand to slip a flower into the Pallid Elf's. I don't know what she's wearing, but I want to smuggle her a flower. Sleight of hand.
Hey, give me a sleight of hand check.
Upgrade to watch videos about
I'm waiting for it to be a natural one.
Plan free for 1 month.
For great deals on reclining comfort,
Shop Silverland Furniture.
see the largest selection of Lazy Boy recliners and lift chairs.
Recliners starting at $198.
Yeah.
Plus, get free no-contact shipping with no minimum.
Only at Silverland Furniture.
That's a 24.
Nice. With a 24, no problem. She's wearing kind of like an overcoat, kind of made of silk, flowery in color, perhaps a bit of a Hawaiian motif, as it were. And you managed to slip that flower. You don't want her to know that, right? You're dropping it and.
After I do it, I wait a beat and I'm like, that is a lovely flower, but not as lovely as you.
Can I make a check against his sleight of hand?
You're actually not really over there right now. You're kind of focused on. If the sleight of hand wasn't so high, I'd give you a. What's your better class of perception, actually?
Yes, thank you. I rolled a 4.
Yeah, no. So you don't notice it. All right. As you do that, she kind of turns to you. She says, "Who me?"
Yes, of course. I realize everybody is going to and fro, saving this like delightful tiny bug creature, but I've realized the most fascinating thing on the deck currently to me is you.
Why, thank you. That is very, very sweet. Never had somebody speak to me like that before.
I am Kajore. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
My name is Zuna. It's very nice to meet you.
I do the most elaborate, like, flourishing bow I'm capable of. Like I'm meeting a queen. Yeah. Could you tell me what her name was again? Sorry, so I can write it down. Okay.
Zylna.
That is... That's a big old 11, so slightly above average.
Yeah.
But I did try.
Yeah, you felt like you gave it a good go.
The ship, it is rocking this season.
Okay.
You can tell that she kind of...
Well, everything I need for my next session is painted. So I excuse me. I believe that will be a good spot to end off the episode or end off the stream. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And come on. There we go. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day and stay safe.